Now, this is the strangest one I've seen so far. You're hanging on for dear life up here. What's the deal on this? Because this is different from anything we've seen.
Well, on this is an off-road racing sidecar, and we have to go over bumps and jumps and dirt and turns, and so you have a bit of a different setup from a standard sidecar.
So there are sidecar races, and there has to be, to make it legitimate, there has to be somebody hanging on in the sidecar itself.
That's right. You can't go across the finish line with one guy. You got to have them both on there at the start, and they both got to be there at the finish.
Who came up with this crazy idea?
It's been going since the beginning of motorcycles, and sidecars, I think, for racing became popular from Germany from the war times. A lot of spare.
We just saw those.
And that's where the racing side of things really became more popular in Europe.
Because they went so fast.
They go fast, and there was those old war bikes that people, after the war, they went out and raced around in the backyard, and here we are.
That is amazing. So you would be, how fast would this be going? And you would just be hanging on for dear life up
Well,
here.
I can show you. When you go around the turns, the passenger isn't here just to be a passenger for dead weight. The passenger has to do work. And when you go around a right turn, you actually have to lean.
Oh my gosh!
And then when you go on the left side, then you have to lean over here.
That is amazing. So there's a whole art to this thing.
There's an art, there's acrobatics. It's quite a workout, and actually for the passenger it's more work than it is for the driver because you're moving around so much.
Do that move over here again. That's amazing. Wow. Is there a lot of this going on?
It's more popular in Europe, but there are different types of sidecar racing in the States here, especially in California, and we have a good time doing it.
Is this your perch over here?
This is my home away from home.
Uh-huh. So you just get in there.
Get in there, and sometimes I almost fall asleep. It gets so comfortable.
You're kidding.
Really?
Really?
Yes.
So
I don't like to admit it, but sometimes I do.
Wow, this is great.
It's so much fun.
Now, do you get the same sensation that you would get if you were riding a motorcycle? I mean, I haven't ridden one yet. We will before the day's over.
Not
What does it
really.
feel like in there?
You know, you almost feel like a kid when you're riding your skateboard, and your mother tells you, you know, you're supposed to stand on it. You're not supposed to sit on it and ride down a hill, but that's kind of the way it feels. It's very comfortable, very, just fun. It's a lot of fun.
So you're feeling like a big kid now.
Oh, absolutely.
right.
Always a big kid.
Put your visor down.
Oh, yes.
Now, we can't go real fast because we got a lot of people, but we'll watch you all riding off into the sunset. Your name is?
Bill Jenks.
And Janice Jenks.
The big kid. Off you go.
Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Here they go. Head on off.
Bye.
Give us a wave.
There's so many models. I didn't know there were so many choices out
Look
here.
at this one. Is this yours?
No, I wish it was, but it's
Look
not.
at this one. Do you know the story behind this one?
That's a Watsonian. Now, those are English.
Wow.
I don't own this one.
Look at this one from the front. It's got an amazing look to it.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's the sidecar is set inside the frame, so it's lower, better center of gravity, and it looks really nice too.
Well, let's talk about yours. Is this yours?
Yeah, mine's an old Czechoslovakian Velorex.
Wow. A Czechoslovakian. Now, why would you have a Czechoslovakian? Just because it's...
I like the styling.
Mm-hmm.
They're inexpensive. And they're easier to mount and dismount too.
She's standing in front of her sidecar, and I hear from very reliable sources that you have a specific purpose for having this sidecar on your bike.
Well, yes, I do. I haul my grandkids, my groceries, my mother, and I'm trying to teach my dog to ride in here as well.
So this has, I mean, you didn't just get this for the fun of it, you're actually putting this thing to use.
I do. When I take my grandkids, I try and make sure that they don't sit on the bread when we go to the grocery store. And but I also go on trips with it with groups, and you can haul. It's better than a purse. You can get all kinds of things in
How
there.
much can you get in here, actually? Can you uncover it here for us?
Well-
How much room is... Oh, look, she does. This is your purse.
It is, yes. I got it. And I don't even have it full all the way to the end. And there's room in the back, which is just got some sand in there right now for ballast.
We've been all over the state
So
this summer.
chances are people watching this program have seen you all
They
somewhere.
waved at us on the freeway.
Possibly,
Yes,
yes.
absolutely.
Do people wave a lot when they see the sidecar?
Constantly. You'll pull up next to an SUV and the little kids will wave and Mom will go, "Oh, they're bikers, don't wave at them."
Don't look at them.
Don't look at them. They'll leave us alone. It's pretty funny.
You all do look pretty menacing.
Yes, we do.
There she is, sitting aboard the, what is this called?
kect motor that was used by the Shriners. They used to have a whole fleet of these, and the Shriners did parades and little figure eights in the
I
streets.
thought they were on those little,
No, they wore the big hats.
but they were on those little go-kart things.
No, they had a whole fleet of these. This is from the early 80s, and rode into
Wow.
parades in them.
How'd you get hold of this?
We bought it from an old Shriner. He happened to advertise it in the paper, and we called, and it had already been sold, and said if he didn't sell it, that we'd be happy to buy it. And he called a week later, and it was ours.
And you kept the signage on the side,
have to.
so it's all
Classic.
very historic.
It's all very historic.
And how do you feel when you're riding this thing?
With the wind blowing through your hair at 20 miles an hour, it's exhilarating.
Now, I've seen a lot of sidecars today, but I haven't seen any that look like this one. What is the story? What is this called?
Well, this is a custom sidecar made by Doug Bingham, who puts this whole rally on, and this is our Bakersfield fire truck.
Wait a minute, what do you mean?
Well, we've got the fire truck theme going, and this is for our dogs to ride in, and we're from Bakersfield.
So you call it Bakersfield.
Bakersfield.
So is this, oh, it is, it's like a little fire truck. That's amazing. And do the dogs, where do the dogs?
The dogs can ride right in there, and we can open up the top and the back for some ventilation for them.
Can people ride in there as well?
Yes, we have 2 seats in there for humans.
A foxtail on the back of his sidecar here. What's the deal on this one? This is a sporty looking little thing.
Well, it's just something that I put together, was having fun, and
Did you make this?
well, no, I kind of accessorized it more than anything else, and my wife helped me dress up my partner that's riding in the sidecar. My wife won't ride since she works in surgery. This is an old 1980 motivation sidecar on a 1980 Honda, and I've ridden this all over. I took it up to Yellowstone and watched the wildlife up there this summer for about 3 weeks with it. I have my ice chest, and I'm totally self-sufficient, carry all my camping gear, and just kind of tour the country as I have time to do.
Boy, you're just happy as a clam, aren't
I am.
you?
This is my first time here, and this is quite an experience.